Hi, Matt with etrailer, and today we're going to be talking about the Inno Tire Hold HD Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Kia Sportage. Now this is going to be a great rack if you're looking for something that's going to haul your heavy e-bikes at an affordable rate. So let's take a closer look at it. So you can see by its design, it is pretty bulky, and it's going to have a weight capacity of up to 80 pounds. You're still going to be able to tilt it back though. It's not going to be a whole lot. But if I just pull this lever at the back, as you see, it's not much, but that's still going to give me the ability to open up my hatch. Since the Kia is pretty close to your vehicle, now if you look at the top, you won't be able to open it up all the way, but that should be enough to let you grab anything from the back where you still hold it. After when you've grabbed everything you need, you can close it back up, and to put it back into the seated position, all you have to do is lift up until it clicks into place. Now if we want to take a closer look at the rack, we're going to have to take off our bike. So we're going to have to remove this dual wheel mount system, and to do that I'm just going to press a button, this gray one at the bottom, and push this arm down. Now you can buy a ramp separately. If we want to put it on, we're actually going to have to come to the front of the system, pull this black lever down. It might take a little bit of pressure. Once that's removed, you'll see this red part revealed. Lift up on that, and that'll give you the ability to remove this arm and lower this side down. Then we'll just grab the ramp, line up the hooks with the sides of the wheel mount, and with that in place, we can come to the front side and remove this side. Just pressing down on that and pushing away. Make sure you maintain control of your bike so it doesn't fall over, and then you can roll off your bike and then take it for a ride. And get everything put back up is pretty quick and easy. You can store the ramp if you decide to get it just in the back in your hatch. And something I do like about this one is it's not only designed for your heavy bikes, but you can also put on some pretty large bikes up to 51 inches for your wheelbase. We also just want to make sure we put everything back into place, and then we can ratchet these back down. And now we can take a closer look at how it sits on the back of our Sportage, going from our back bumper to the back of the carrier. That's going to stick out a little bit past 30 inches, so that's pretty good. It's not too far out. Just something to think about if you're in a tight spot, like a parking spot or garage. As for our ground clearance, if we go from this knob at the bottom, that's going to be 16 inches. So we're going to have a fair amount of ground clearance. Just be mindful when you are loading this up with your heavy e-bikes. That might be a little bit of a lift. That's where that ramp's nice. Or we have this loaded up. This could kind of drop down a little bit. And if you're going up a steep hill, that could make contact. But if you want to save space, you can actually fold this up into two spots. The first spot, if I fold it up, stops at this here. And what I like about this is I still have the ability to open up my hatch. So if you're riding around or you stop at the grocery store, you don't want to put this all the way down, you can just pull it back some and grab whatever you need. But if you want to keep it all the way up, then it's going to sit just like this, and that's going to stick out just about 10 inches. So that's going to save you a lot of space. And as for how it's going to interact with your car in this position, it's going to block a fair amount of your backup camera. Now you might be able to see a little bit around either side of the center post, but it's definitely going to be very limited. And as for your license plates, a lot of that's going to be blocked too. But your taillights and back window won't be obstructed. And taking a closer look at how it installs, we're going to have this 2-inch shank that goes into this 2-inch hitch receiver, and then we're going to have this anti-rattle bolt that goes through and connects to this safety clip. Now that's not only going to be our only anti-rattle device. If we come to the very back of it, we're going to have an additional one with a locking core, and you can take this right off and tighten it down if need be. Overall, if you are looking for that bike rack that can hold those really heavy e-bikes at an affordable rate while being a dual wheel mount system, then I think this will be the one for you. But if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at the Inno Tire Hold HD Bike Rack on the back of our 2023 Kia Sportage.